How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome, basketball fans, to another exciting season of basketball right here on Redeemer Radio. Your announcers, Kenny Barr and Bob Mers, are ready to bring you all the action of tonight's games. Turn up the dial, sit back, and relax. Redeemer Radio has your courtside seats ready.
Basketball fans, we are here. Sectionals are going, and Bob Mers and I are in the house at New Haven High School, Armstrong Arena, home of the Bulldogs, for the first section game of the sectional season. Hopefully we'll be doing 5 or 6 right through. Tonight we have the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the Concordia Cadets. Bob, and this could be a curious matchup.
A very interesting, Kenny. Bishop Dwenger is 10-12 on the year. Concordia is 10-11. Real early in the year, Bishop Dwenger and Concordia played. Dwenger lost 60-45. Dwenger averages about 65 points a game. Concordia averages 57. Dwenger gives up 55. Concordia gives up 56. Concordia played last Friday and was beaten 62-45 by Concordia. Their leading scorer all year, Reggie Tharp, had 23. As you mentioned, this should be a very interesting ball game. Two good ball clubs. Concordia's had a solid year, wouldn't you say? Just a little up and down, but they got a veteran ball club. They start 4 seniors.
Well, they started slow, oddly enough, for Tim Rankin's crew. And I'm looking up and down the list. They didn't really have a streak of anything. They lost 3 earlier in the season, but they won 3 late until Columbia City decided to put a thump on 62-45 last week. They'd won 3 games in front of that. DeKalb, Wayne, who's been sneaky good sometimes, and Heritage, who has been Heritage this year. Now we go down to look at Dwenger, and Dwenger has been really up and down all year long, 10-12. But this is when they caught lightning in a bottle the last 2 years, right here at the sectional play, and they took off and won 5 straight. Well, actually, last year was 13 straight.
Yes, it was.
They finished the season strong and then took off. So, CFO Coach Kostoff has got a little magic in that 214 win list of his. He seems to get the kids up for the sectional games, but these two teams know each other well. Tim Ranking, the coach of the Concordia Cadets, knows Kostoff real well. So the strategies are kind of, they know what each other's going to do, pretty much. They're just going to have to get out there and execute things. So.
And Kenny, for Bishop Dwenger, Sam Royals had a very good year offensively, and Campbell Dunham in the last 6-8 games has really picked up his scoring. So should be a great ball game, and we're looking forward to it.
If you can hear this game, it's thanks to our communication sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mrs. Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support makes this Redeemer Radio Sport broadcast possible. Need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe at 486-9950 and the National Anthem. And with that, let's go to our in-house opening prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let us pray. As we gather in your name, O Lord, there are so many things for which we are grateful, for you have created us in your image and likeness, and you have filled us with gifts and talents and abilities. We thank you for the gifts that you have bestowed upon these athletes, their coaches, their parents, and their supporters. We ask you to bless this contest in which we show forth the beauty of creation by using our talents wisely. Help us always to use them for your greater honor and glory in a spirit of fairness and competition, so that this game may truly be a way of bringing to the world an awareness of you who are Lord forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And they've snuck one in on us, so if we sound a little rushed, they're starting the game about 3 minutes early. Quickly, we have the Concordia Cadets starting lineup.
Number 10, Reggie Tharp. 23, Cam Weichert. 30, Mitch Paradine. 33, Paxton Bergdahl. And 50, Nick Webb.
And Concordia controls the opening tip. He's going to go against Royal, Donovan, Martin, Burns, and O'Daniel for the Saints. And Concordia has the basketball, high right wing. A head fake, drive into the lane, runs into defense, traveling the call. Tried to split the defense, and the defense said, I ain't going anywhere. So, first 15 seconds of the ball game results in the first turnover of the ball game for the Cadets.
Concordia starts 4 seniors, Kenny. That's always a plus.
Martin with the basketball, going to bring it over the timeline, go to his left-hand side, flips it over to Sam Royal. Sam's directed a little traffic, bounce pass through to Donovan. They dump it down in the corner to Martin, back to Donovan. Donovan drives into the lane, stops at the right toe, kicks it back out. They dump it inside to O'Daniel, out for a 3. On the way from Royal, it's going to be wide right, hit the iron. Long rebound comes down to Martin. Martin kicks it back out to Royal. Royal goes in and out of the lane, brings it backwards. And the Cadets playing a little bit of a zone here early. Quick passes, they get it down into the corner. A little bit of a trap. Oh, they find Royal left toe, puts it up, bang, count it for the Saints. First blood belongs to Sam Royal and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Tharp with the basketball, flips it over to Bergdahl. Bergdahl high, right wing. Paradine comes flying out of the back, gets to the top of the key, gets to the Tharp. They swing it over the right side. It's a 3 on the way. This one's from Paradine. Rebound high off the back of the iron. Good rebound. Pulled down there by the Saints. I think Burns got the rebound on that one. In the lane quickly. Royal puts it up. And they're going to call a foul. I'm not sure on the floor or on the shot. They're going to call that on Concordia's Nicholas Webb, the 6'6" junior. And they're going to say it's on the floor, so they're going to give them the basketball underneath their own hoop, Bob.
The size is going to hurt Dwenger. Concordia goes 6'8", 6'6". Dwenger has only one starter that's over 6'1" in the lineup, and that's Mr. O'Daniel.
Donovan, Royal to Martin. Back to Donovan. Royal, wide open 3 look from the right wing. Comes up short, tip, Burns fights for the rebound.
That's a second rebound.
And rebounding is an attitude. They're going to try a 3 from the other side. Does the same thing, no good. Rebound this time comes down to Concordia's Paradine. Paradine gets it ahead to Tharp. Tharp dumps it over to Weichert, back to Tharp. Tharp is going to back up in between the circles and almost back to the 10-second line.
Sam Royal's trying to slow down Reggie Tharp tonight.
And Tharp picks up his dribble. I'm surprised Sam don't go get in his grill. There he does finally. Has to throw it over the top to Webb. Webb with a bounce pass over to Paradine. Paradine tries an alley-oop, and it works.
Beautiful.
He found Bergdahl on the weak side. Ties the ball game 2-2.
Paxton is 6'8". He's going to be a problem for Dwenger all night.
Martin gives the basketball up to Donovan on the offensive end of the floor. Bounce pass inside to O'Daniel. He bangs a couple bodies, trapped on the baseline, traveling the call. As the Concordia defense collapsed immediately as soon as he got the basketball down low. That's where O'Daniel can do a little bit of damage for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Kenny, Concordia goes 6'8", 6'6", 6'2", 6'1", 6 foot.
Tharp, who hasn't put on a pound since he was a freshman in high school here. It's the basketball over the right side, and the whistle will stop play. Must have been a foul underneath where I wasn't looking.
I'm not sure who that on, Kenny.
They're going to call it on Burns. On the hold, must have kept somebody from running through the baseline. So they lob it back in, and Concordia has a Paradine out at the top. Tharp going to right wing a 3, rims in and out, no good. A rebound come out of there. Martin.
That's his second rebound.
Dumps it off to O'Daniel. Good hustle. As David O'Daniel on the floor on the left side, got him the easy bucket.
Coach Kostoff's got to love O'Daniel, the biggest guy on the floor, running the floor excellently.
4-2, Dwenger on top. Concordia tries to throw it inside, and Webb went to the right, and the ball went to the left. They threw it out of bounds. So, 4:59 on the clock here in first period action. The Saints up 4-2.
Dwengers has to move the ball around against the zone, get good looks, Kenny. They can't get any bad shots here. They got to make good looks all night here.
3 on the way from the right side. Hits the back of the iron. No good. Easy rebound for the Saints, or the Cadets. They went high for that one. Bergdahl picked it out of the air. Now Bergdahl's going to try 3 on the other end, and he makes it. Well, the first 3 of the ball game belongs to Concordia. 5-4 Cadets.
Paxton Bergdahl, 6'8", good rebounder. He's got all 5 points. Dwenger's going to have to definitely slow him down also.
And the Saints definitely doing a lot of perimeter tossing here this time down the floor. Martin, that as soon as I say that, drives in. Kind of a nice angle on the right side, puts it up and in. They threw it around the shell a couple times, and the zone didn't move, so Martin says, I'll show you where I'm going.
Dwenger starts 3 juniors and 2 seniors.
6-5 your score. Bergdahl with the basketball, just about where he made the last 3 the last time. Oh, the dribble of ignorance, Bob. He bounces it once.
And he's trapped. I'm surprised that's not a 5. Good hustle by Campbell Donovan.
Donovan just took it away. Tried to bounce pass inside as the rest of the crew come down, and there's a foul on the play. Burns ran the floor on the secondary break, but they caught Bergdahl way outside. And you're right, that was about a 6 or 7 second window. They just forgot to call that one.
Dwenger goes 6 foot, 6'1", 6'1", 6'8".
Royal, 3, hits the front of the iron, shoots straight down, hits Bergdahl in the hip, and then he grabs it and gets another rebound. Thought threw it over Tharp's head, not a bound. Tharp recovers, brings it down the left side. Changes directions. He is right at the top of the key. They can throw it down inside.
Another turnover for Concordia.
Perfect pass to Sam Royal. Sam tries to throw it over the top. They saved it. They kick it back out to Sam, and he travels with the basketball. So, with 3:30 to go, we're not going to call it jitters. We're just going to call it basketball. Nobody's playing like they're over-adrenalized or anything at this point.
And Dwenger hasn't played for over a week, Kenny. So when you haven't played for over a week, not so much jitters, but you're just a little rusty right now.
Ryan Berghoff takes the warm-ups off. He's going to check into the game soon. Bergdahl bangs Burns on the inside. Burns took the brunt of that to the rib cage. He's going to get called for the foul.
If that's Austin Burns, that could be his second because he's sort of the heart and soul of Bishop Dwenger.
And that is his second. He's going to have a seat. Ryan Berghoff, the 6'4", senior forward, checks into the lineup. He's going to get the task of guarding the big 6'8" Bergdahl. Throw it deep. Tharp recovers it. Heads toward the iron. Gets inside. Stops. Throws it back to Bergdahl. 3 on the way. Rims in and out. No good. Tip. Ball still loose. Daniel runs it down for the Saints. He gets it forward to Donovan. Donovan turns, and here we go the other way. They find Bergdahl in the corner, and Donovan in the lane. He kicks it back outside to Royal, about 3 feet outside the arc. Bang, count that one.
Sam Royal's got 2 buckets and 5 points. Dwenger early, 9-5 here. A little surprise.
Concordia brings it down, this time the right side of the floor. Throw it over the top, long pass to Weichert. Back over the top of the key to Webb. They get it back to Weichert. Weichert fakes the shot, hands it off. They throw it back in the corner. Bergdahl, he must have the green light, and that's the reason why he made his second 3 of the ball game.
Kenny, he's got all 8 points of Concordia tonight.
9-8 your score. Royal with the basketball, right wing. Defense on him pretty tight. Tries to get it into the corner. It's slapped out of bounds by the Cadets. And we'll have a lineup change. Amon Clark checks into the lineup. He is that sneaky fast guard that Matt will sneak in there every once in a while.
Anyone that saw him play football know how athletic he is in the football. And Amon Clark, 5'8" junior, but he's as quick as you're going to see a guard in this area.
He just went in and out on the defense, and I think he caught them off guard. He has the basketball right wing. Daniel calling for the ball against Bergdahl. Nice cut inside the lane.
Boy, I thought Campbell Donovan got fouled that time.
He did, but they didn't call it. So Tharp going to try and go the other direction. Puts it up. No good. Ball tipped. Hustled around and grabbed by the Cadets. They get it at the top of the key. Right wing, Weichert. 3 on the way. No good. Royal comes down with a rebound. He's looking ahead, and nobody's really running the pack, so they're going to slow things down. Flip it to the right side to Burns. They dump it down over in the corner. Get it inside to O'Daniel. 3 on the way from the Donovan. No good.
Going to be on the back on Dwenger. They're trying to force that one.
Probably Berghoff would be the guilty party there. And he's got the guilty look on his face, and they're walking the other way. So that's the second team foul on Dwenger. Third team foul on Dwenger. First on Bergdahl. 9-8 your score with a 1:39 on the clock. Fast first quarter here, Bob.
Yes, it is. Zach McKenna for Bishop Dwenger and Concordia. Kenny, number 22, Peter Morrison.
And another one is sneaking right in on us, Connor Barkowiak.
I'm happy you had to say that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
We'll call him Connor.
Yeah, I sounded it out there. It's fairly phonetically okay.
For Concordia, all 8 points by Paxton Bergdahl, 6'8", Kenny, but he's made 2 threes, so Dwenger's going to have to keep an eye on him inside and outside.
Tharp throws the basketball over to Morrison. Morrison doesn't even dribble it, ends up giving it up to Paradigm. Paradigm finds Tharp on the outside right wing. Tharp fakes the three twice, then decides to come around the top of the key, takes a pick from Paradigm, kicks it backwards to Paradigm, and he puts up a three and makes it.
He's a heck of a three-point shooter. You got to watch Paradigm all over the floor.
Saints have the basketball, 1:05 left to go. Sam Royal directing a little bit of traffic. Clark almost lost the basketball to Tharp. Recovers it, gets it back to Royal. Royal fakes the three, drives inside, puts up a floater. Hits the back of the iron, no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be a jump ball. And we got two bodies on the floor like some wrestlers. And here comes everybody, but they're just picking each other up off the floor.
You can tell it's the sectionals. No one wants to give the ball up. Could be your last game, especially if you're a senior. Should be a jump ball, I think, but no, the referees aren't telling us anything.
Yeah, it's a jump ball, and they are, there you go. Jump ball, and it's the Saints basketball. So they take it out underneath their own hoop, throw it deep. To get to Berghoff. Berghoff flips it to the right side. Royal with a three on her way. Look good, come up a little short. And
it might be Berghoff again. That's the fourth foul on Dwenger if it is on Berghoff.
And Coach Kostoff jumps off the bench and starts looking around. 44 point. Well, they're going to call that on McKenna, so he's only his first foul. But the fourth foul against the Bishop Dwenger Saints, only one this quarter for the Concordia Cadets. 11-9, Concordia up by 2. The clock is spinning. We're at 42 seconds. And it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Rankin says, I want the final shot here this quarter.
Kenny, Concordia's got 4 baskets, but 3 of them are threes, and that's why they have a 11-9 lead.
Paradigm calling for the basketball. They get it to him. He's guarded by Martin. Paradigm gets almost to the arc. They sling it to the Bergdahl in the far corner. He drives past Bergdahl. They fired it.
Good ball movement by Concordia.
Left wing three, no good. We got 16 seconds. Royal bangs into Morrison on the way down the floor, and that'll be a foul called. And you know, we got one travel sponsor. That's H&L Electric, specializing in commercial electrical needs for the business community. H&L Electric, they handle the smallest to the largest of projects for your business. Ran into Pete the other day at a restaurant. Call Pete Henry at 357-0123. 357-0123.
Dwenger should go for the one last shot, it looks like. And the way they've been going, Kenny, they've been putting up the three a lot. They got to start hitting them here.
Now 9 seconds, 8 seconds. They better get moving. Clark bounce passes it in. They throw it out to Royal. Royal backs up. He's got about 3 seconds to jack one up. He does, and it
looked good.
Back of the iron, no good. And that's going to end the quarter. 11-9. Concordia on top by 2. And we are going to take a 1-minute break in between quarters here. You're listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
Are you looking for an orthopedic specialist? Ortho Northeast has been serving the community for over 50 years with offices in 3 convenient locations. Look for the location nearest you. Dr. John Pritchard is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with 20 years of experience with OME and can assist you with the best treatment plan for your knee or shoulder pain. Dr. John Pritchard is looking forward to meeting you and helping with all orthopedic needs. Call Dr. Pritchard at 260-484-8551 or visit the web at www.orthone.com.
Hello, I'm Tom Steele with Tom Steele Tire and Auto Repair, a family-owned business for over 35 years. We carry all major brands of new tires as well as a large selection of quality used tires to save you money. We do all types of auto repairs, be it brakes, alignment, or just fix your air conditioning. Tom Steele Tire, North Clinton or Illinois Road. Give us a try. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, that exciting first quarter was brought to you by your Catholic parish or school, and you can help yourself in the process while you're supporting them with the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. Call Elevate, 844-230-6611, or visit them online at indyelevate.com to learn more. Concordia has the basketball to start the second quarter. Gets to the top of the key, sling it over the left wing. Drive from the left wing, cut a baseline is cut off that time.
Good defense by Dwenger.
And Martin just about stole it. Paradigm gets it back, dumps it off in the corner to Weichert. Weichert back over to Tharp. Tharp, nice bounce pass inside. Shot no good. Foul on the play. Bergdahl worked his way in and did a nice job running the baseline after he dumped the pass off. That is the 5th foul on Bishop Dwenger. No individuals are in trouble, but that is David O'Daniel's first foul of the ball game. 11-9 your score. 7:34 second quarter. And the big man looks like he just reached in and just lay the basketball in there. Makes the first free throw. Makes it 12-9.
Paxton Bergdahl, 6'8 senior, had 8 points in the first quarter. He has 9 of the 12 points at Concordia, 1 out of 1 from the foul line.
Second free throw is on the way, and it's good. So 13-9, Concordia up by 4. And they're going to throw a little bit of a token 2-1-2 press out here.
And this sometimes gives Dwenger trouble. They have trouble getting into their offense. Let's see how they do here.
They got it over the timeline.
And he traveled. Darn it.
Easily forced Smithy to take a step backwards and went a little over in the back. Over the timeline. Coach Kostoff was arguing with the referee over. Actually, everybody's got questions, both benches. And actually, I don't think that was a true over and back, Bob, because his foot was only halfway across the line. They're going to call a timeout and go talk to him.
Right.
No, they still got to give the ball to Concordia because even if they blew the call, they're not going to reverse the call. And Dwenger took a 30-second timeout. So let's do our Eisman Property crew.
Our first quarter sponsor was Eisman Property Management. They're a local company that offers owner services for residential properties from a single home to large complexes. If you're a property owner needing a full-time maintenance staff to care for your property, or you just need to find a rental home, Eisman Property Management is here to help. Contact Eisman Property Management on the web at 456rent.com or call 456-RENT. That's 456-7368.
Well, sometimes I don't understand the rules of the game. They gave the basketball to Dwenger, and since we like Dwenger,
and they just had a makeup call here.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They're going to call a foul on Zach Smithy for an illegal block, illegal pick down low. So they got one call, right? And they fixed it the other way, and, well, it's 13-9. Concordia up by 4. 7:16 on the clock here. Second period action. We're out of New Haven High School. First round of the sectional play. Bob Mers and Kenny Barr bringing it all to you.
Paxton Bergdahl's on the bench. He has 10 of the 13 points. Maybe Dwenger can move up here a little.
Tharp puts one up, hits the iron, comes right back down. They get it back to him.
Beautiful pass.
Nice interior pass. A good hard work that time by Nicholas Webb.
Dwenger's really having trouble right now, Kenny, on both ends.
15-9 your score. 6:52 on the clock. Get the basketball quickly down to Donovan. Donovan to Royal. Royal over to Smithy. Smithy, one dribble. He don't know where to go with it. I haven't seen dribble of it all year, and I always see it twice in this game.
They got O'Daniel trapped in the corner.
They had O'Daniel on the baseline. He found Royal, and Royal got fouled as he recovered a nifty bounce pass to kind of save the possession there. Here come a couple of substitutions. Berghoff for the Saints, and this young man stands up. We'll get him. Weichert comes back into the lineup for the Concordia Cadets.
Sam Royal has 5 points for Dwenger, but it's been a while, Kenny, that Dwenger's even made a basket. They're shooting threes, and they're just not hitting anything right now.
Throw the ball in the backcourt to Martin. Martin comes over the timeline right on top of the Bulldog. Throws it to the right side. Donovan gives it right back up to Royal. Back to Donovan. Donovan's going to drive the baseline.
Oh, nice pass.
Bounce pass to O'Daniel. O'Daniel gets inside, puts it on the left hand, misses it, has to fight for his own rebound. Throws it in hard into Concordia, a set of arms, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to remain the Saints basketball, but that was a bunny that probably should have went in. Nifty move to get there, though.
David Daniels, 6'8" senior. He doesn't want this to be his last game. He's showing a lot of energy and a lot of hustle.
Martin dumps it to Royal. Royal, 3 on the way. Count it.
That's 8 for Sam Royal. He hits and he can shoot Dwenger right back in this game in a hurry.
15-12 your score. 6 minutes even second quarter action. Tharp, a nonchalant 3. It's short. Rebound. Tip. Fought for. And we're heading the other way. The Saints have numbers. Put it up. Left hand. No good. Rebound pulled out of by Concordia. Stolen right back by the Saints. Royal with the basketball. Throw it down into the corner. Get it to O'Daniel.
Oh, good move.
Puts it up left hand. Missed it. Rebound, Tharp. Tharp's going to try and outrun the pack. He gets in between everybody, puts it up, no good. Rebound, O'Daniel.
I don't know if Dwenger wants to get run and gun, but that's what they're doing right now.
Martin gets inside, kicks it outside, long three on the way. Count it.
Beautiful pass from Conlon Martin to Campbell Donovan. He hit a three, and Kenny, just like that, we got ourselves a tie game.
Tharp with the basketball, throws it over to Weicker. Weicker still has it, going to go out in between the circles, look for somebody on the right side, right wing to Tharp. Man-to-man defense by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And Tharp is in no particular hurry to go. That he's nonchalantly, it's driving me nuts, nonchalantly walking to the top of the key. He's not out in between the circles to flip it to the right side of Makariak. He finds Paradigm. Paradigm shot it from there a couple times. Tharp has managed to get his way to the left wing, thinking about a three, and then he's thinking about going right back to where he was
Concordia
again.
was doing better when they were pushing the ball.
Three on the way this time for Concordia. Counted. That is Peter Morrison. No, that was Connor Barkowiak.
It's raining threes for Concordia tonight.
And we have the basketball over to the right side quickly. They got it down the floor. Royal now has it in between the circles. Fires to the right side to Donovan. And Martin swings around to the top of the key. Look at the passes over to Royal. Left wing. He's passing.
Nice pass. Nice pass from Sam Royal.
Found Berghoff hiding down on the baseline. And Concordia's defense fell asleep. 18-17 your score. The Saints down by one.
Offensively, Dwenger's playing with a world of confidence right now.
Concordia with the basketball. Tharp drives, puts it up with the right-hand floater, and bounces around and finds the marks. I think that's Tharp's first points of the ball game. Quickly, again, the Saints get it down the floor, bounce pass inside.
Nice pass.
Give it to Berghoff. That's 2 buckets in a row for Ryan Berghoff.
And another nice pass from Sam Royal.
Actually, the same play on the other side of the basket, so he found a weak spot in Concordia's defense, and probably because the big man is not in there right now. Weichert with the basketball, dumps it off to Tharp. Tharp traveling.
Offensive foul on Nick Webb. He really tried to push O'Daniel out of there, Kenny.
Well, and they're both big guys. O'Daniel's tall and Webb's kind of wide, so they got to be a bodies beating and banging down on the inside. That is the 4th foul on the Concordia Cadets, so it's now 6-4 as far as fouls go. And that is also Webb's 2nd foul of the ball game. So I imagine he'll come out, which he has. And they put Bergdahl back into the lineup.
And Bergdahl had 10 points, 8 in the first quarter, so he really made a difference when he was out of there. Dwenger got back in the game.
Royal to Martin to Donovan. Way over the top to Royal. One of those passes is dangerous. Drives, puts it up, blocking the call against Concordia. And Sam Royal with a good hard hustle player on the right side of the lane draws the foul and is going to go to the free throw line for the first couple of charity stripe shots for the Saints tonight.
Sam Royal has 8 points. 6 of them come from threes, and this will be the first free throw for Dwenger. Concordia is 2 out of 2 from the foul line. These will be the first 2 free throws for Dwenger, and all of a sudden, Kenny, 9 points by Dwenger in the first quarter, and now they got 10. Concordia had 10 in the first quarter, and they have 10 this quarter.
20-19 your score. Concordia up by 1 and still up by 1 as Sam one too many biscuits for breakfast. Kind of threw that one up hard and banged off the back of the iron and come back at him. O'Daniel going to have a seat.
Well-deserved rest. O'Daniel is really playing the game of his life tonight for Dwenger, and when it's a sectionals, they sure need the best from David O'Daniel tonight.
All the substitutions are made, and Royal gets the basketball back. 3 dribbles, a spin, he flies it, and does the exact same thing, and a rebound.
The smallest guy on the floor, Clark, got the rebound.
He gets it to Royal. Royal tries to get it inside, hit Berghoff in the hip. Basketball's loose. Royal hustles, gets it to Berghoff. Berghoff to Donovan. Donovan to Burns. Burns the right side to Martin. Left side, There's 3 on the way.
Oh, everything except in. That
toilet ringer in and out, come popping right back out. That would have been an exciting basket for the Saints faithful seated right behind us. Tharp drives inside the lane, decides he can't do anything with it, gives it up to Weichert. Weichert hands it off to Paradigm. Paradigm directing a little bit of traffic, and nobody's going where he wants him to, so he pulls it back out, throws it to Tharp on the left wing. Bergdahl calling for the ball on the inside. He's got Berghoff on his hip.
Berghoff's got 2 fouls, so he's got to watch that a little.
Tharp still has the basketball, but they're not guarding close enough to get a 5 count. He finally throws it over to Paradigm. Paradigm, high right wing, 2:27 on the clock. And the Cadets up by 1 currently. And
nice move.
Well, he got himself into trouble and saved himself. Paradigm got inside, had no place to go with it. So he kind of up and under the defender, put it up and in. Oh, good basketball sense there. You get it down inside. Oh, and
good defense by Bergdahl.
Wow. Bergdahl just had to reach up and take it away as Donovan got in there way too deep. Drive to Paradine. He puts it up. He's fouled on the way in.
Dwenger might need a timeout. It's starting to get a little rattled there on those last two plays.
Big Mo starting to shift over to the maroon and white Concordia Cadets. 22-19 your score. We have 2:03 on the clock. And Paradine going to step up to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Or no, it's a two-shot foul.
He's another senior, Kenny. They start 4 seniors. He has 5 points. A world of depth and experience for the Concordia Cadets. And when you start 4 seniors, you got kids that played for 2-3 years. That makes a world of difference.
And he's 6'2", and he needed all 6'2" of him to get that one over the iron. Just about didn't get there. It is good, though, so it's 23-19. Concordia by 4. 2:03 on the clock. And a little coaching discussion here. Apparently the coaches and the referees are getting to know each other pretty well here for this game. Second free throw looks a little more comfortable. It goes up and in. 24-19. 5-point lead for Concordia.
Dwenger's got to handle the press here.
Clark just buzzed by the press. There was nothing to it. Drive to the inside. When he dumped it off Donovan, Donovan missed the ball.
Bergdahl's dominating the boards.
And Bergdahl takes it down, gets Tharp. Tharp just buzzes down the floor, puts it up. He got fouled in the lane before he got the shot up. Well, he will be going to the free throw line. So that is the 8th team foul on the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And it looks like somebody's going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a break ourselves. You are listening to 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Hey, welcome home to your family of faith.
Whether you fly a plane through the clouds or bake cookies with your kids, we want to give you more time to do what you love. Hi, this is Lisa Stauffer from First Federal Bank. Our checking accounts with online and mobile banking options let you do just that. Whether you're in the air or on the ground, ask us how you can get up to $150 when you open a new checking account and take advantage of these banking options. First Federal Bank, better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Matthew F. Hatfield, a health insurance specialist for those aged 65 and older, and for those under age 65 receiving Social Security disability. Matt provides Medicare supplement plans, Medicare Part D prescription drug plans, Medicare Advantage plans, dental, vision, and hearing aid insurance plans, and long-term care insurance plans. For taking good care during the best years of your life, call Matthew F. Hatfield at 484-6606.
Our second quarter sponsor, Holy Cross College. They're proud to bring you the second quarter of tonight's exciting sectional game. Holy Cross College is an affordable Catholic college offering a life-changing, life-affirming education. It is closer than you think. It's just 2 hours away. Search for them on the web at Holy Cross College at Notre Dame, Indiana.
Reset the game for you, 24-19 your score. Concordia up by 5. 1:50 on the clock. Tharp, free throw line for 1-and-1, and he makes the front end of the bonus, so it gets another one.
What's interesting, Kenny, he's a leading scorer, and that's only his 3rd point. But Concordia's doing fine without him, and right now they got a 26-19 lead, and he's got 4 points.
And Concordia decided to throw the full court press on his last 2 minutes of the ball game. Broke nicely by the Saints to get down to the baseline, decided not to do anything with it. Gonna sling it around. Oh, try a 3, and it's good. Sam Royal. But they're going to need to do that a little bit more frequently to keep him in the ball game.
He's got 11 points.
They got down by 6, made 2 threes, and tied the ball game up. 26-22 your score. Tharp with the basketball, trying to get it inside to Bergdahl. Can't do it, so they're going to sling it around, start all over again. Paradine gets it to Weichert. Weichert to Tharp. Tharp at the free throw line. Stop.
I thought Tharp traveled.
Wrong the way. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Royal comes out of the pack with it. And he's ahead of the crowd. If he goes to the right, he's got
that's going to be a blocking.
He threw up a prayer on the block.
They're going to call. Oh, they are going to call a charge
on Royal. Not so sure that is the call I would make. But
Coach Reinking wants a charge every time Dwenger drives to the basket, Kenny, and he got one that time.
So that is Sam's first foul of the ball game. Goes along with his 11 points he's got for the Saints so far. 26-22 your score. 1:08 on the clock. Second period action.
And 9 fouls from Dwenger. Concordia is a good foul shooting team. You don't want to shoot them, put them at the free throw line when they shoot 2 the rest of the half.
Tharp with the basketball. It gets inside a minute. Slings it to the right side over to Bergdahl. Bergdahl can make it from there, so Daniel gets out there and guards him. Bergdahl tries to get inside the lane.
Oh, Daniel blocked him.
Nice job. Here come the Saints. Going to try and split the defense. Martin does.
Nice tip. Oh, they missed it. O'Daniel.
And
they called a foul on O'Daniel.
And I'm not sure how he fouled anybody. He just went up and put it up with the right hand.
That could be a 4-point turnaround, Kenny. Dwenger missed the bucket, and now Concordia is going to shoot 2 more free throws.
I stopped and looked at that. Do you know who they're putting the free throw line? Tharp, and I didn't even see him inside the mess there. So a lot of trees inside on that last exchange on the offensive end of the floor for the Saints. So Tharp goes up to shoot a pair, makes the first one.
Concordia shot 8 free throws this half. Dwenger has shot 2.
And O'Daniel's going to come down for the last 43 seconds. Coach does not want him to pick up his 3rd foul in the first half. Pretty standard play for most coaching staffs. The second free throw again is on the way and good. 28-22 your score, 43.6 seconds. Concordia again in the full court press. Get over the right side here to Berghoff, back to Royal. Back to Martin. And Martin didn't expect it and went all the way to the wall.
That's Dwenger's 4th turnover on team fouls. 10 for Dwenger and only 5 on Concordia.
Well, Concordia will bring it back the other way with 34 seconds to go. Coach Ranking passing out some instructions. One of them must be take 9.9 seconds to get over the timeline because he just now got over it at 24 seconds to go. Tharp gets it to the top of the key to Paradine. Paradine kind of holds it away from Royal. Goes to his left side, 16 seconds to go. They hand it to Weichert looking for somebody. Nobody's really moving yet.
Concordia's got 4 guards and Bergdahl out here right now.
They got it to Bergdahl to Tharp. Tharp goes over the corner. 6.4 to go. He glances up the clock. He's just going to jack it up from out there.
And that's what he can do, Kenny. That's what the kid can do.
So 31-22.
Tharp is a one-man scoring machine, especially tonight.
Doing a good job so far here in this last 3 minutes. And we are going to take ourselves a 2-minute break and come back with our halftime show. You're listening to WRDF 106.3 FM, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home.
Redeemer Radio gladly thanks Dr. Mark Stoner, a St. Jude parishioner, for underwriting a portion of our programming. Dr. Mark Stoner offers comprehensive dentistry for every family member. Dr. Stoner is now accepting new patients at his new location, 9830 Auburn Road. For more information on services for all dental needs, Dr. Stoner can be found on the web at markstonerdds.com or reached by phone at 260-484-4181.
This is Jason Schiffley, principal of Bishop Dwenger High School. Students enter our school as children and emerge as adults, prepared to go out into the world with the tools necessary to become citizens of 2 worlds. Our enriched curriculum focuses on academics, service to the community, and participation in extracurricular activities, all while building on the foundation of our Catholic faith. Tuffy, our saintly mascot, reminds us that we are all called to be saints. Call us at 260-496-4700 or visit us online at bishopdwenger.com to find out how you can become a Dwenger saint.
Think of Briscoe Dentistry for your family's dental care. Dr. Todd Briscoe and team know that your body is more than just teeth and gums. Your oral health affects the performance ability of your entire body. And on the field or court, you want your body to perform at its best. So trust Dr. Briscoe and team to provide the ultimate in preventative, periodontal, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry. To optimize your body's performance, contact Dr. Briscoe at 260-486-9950 or on the web at briscoedentistry.com.
Want low mortgage payments? With mortgage rates still near historic lows, now may be the right time to purchase the home of your dreams or refinance your current one. This is Dan Fivecoat from First Federal Bank. I will work with you one-on-one to find the perfect financing solution for you. After all, we're better together. Contact me, Dan Fivecoat, at 260-489-4621 or visit us on the web at first-fed.com for more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We're at the New Haven High School Armstrong Arena for the first round of sectional play. The Concordia Cadets, the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and the Cadets sitting on a 9-point lead, 31-22. Historic St. Felix Catholic Center is open for retreats, located in Huntington, Indiana, on 30 scenic acres with plenty of recreational areas and a serene Blessed Mother Grotto. St. Felix Catholic Center is the perfect location for a single day of prayer to overnight retreats. Former home of the Venerable Solanus Casey. Come visit today. You can plan your visit at sfcatholiccenter.com. 31-22 your halftime score, Bob, and it wasn't a 9-point spread till really late in the quarter.
You're exactly right, Kenny. Bishop Dwenger has 9 baskets, and 4 of them are threes. Concordia has 9 baskets, 5 of them are threes. Why there's a nice 9-point lead. Concordia 10-0 from the foul line. Concordia has shot 4, 6, 8. They have shot 10 free throws and made them all. Dwenger has shot 2 and hasn't made 1. So 10-0 on the disparity from the foul line is why, or a good reason why there's a 9-point lead here by Concordia. And as you mentioned, Concordia was 8 out of 8 from the foul line in the second quarter.
Well, and I don't think it's a refereeing issue. I think they're calling a pretty good game, although there's been a couple calls that kind of go, they seem to make them right. The guys are getting together. I don't think this crew works together on a regular basis, and I don't think they do that with sectional play and stuff. So Sam Royals tried to keep the Saints in the game personally. He's got 11 points, and I think he's made 2 or 3 threes. Other than that, the offense is pretty stagnant for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
And for Concordia, Bergdahl has 10. Kenny, they are all in the first he had 8 of the 10 in the first quarter. I mentioned their leading scorer is Reggie Tharp. He was scoreless in that first quarter. He was very good at passing the ball, playing good defense. 9 points in the second quarter. And also for Concordia, who's a very good shooter, is Mitch Paradine. So 10 by Bergdahl, 9 by Tharp, 7 by Paradine. Dwenger's having trouble. Their tallest guy is O'Daniel, and then everyone else is 6 foot, 6'1". Concordia's Bergdahl at 6'8", really dominating. Webb's 6'5", and again, Reggie Tharp, he's going to the foul line because there's no one from Dwenger with the quickness, and he'll either stand out there and shoot the 3, or he drives by, and Dwenger's going to have to definitely slow him down, and also they're going to have to handle that press a little better.
Yeah, the press is keeping their offense from getting into any kind of rhythm at all. And then they're throwing the basketball around the shell, and they're throwing a lot more threes than I thought they would. They're the threes, or they're getting to the iron. The old classic mid-range jump shot, they just don't seem to be taking those tonight.
And they made some good moves, but they missed a lot of bunnies. And when you're playing a sectional game and a team just as good or better than you are, you can't miss those easy ones.
Absolutely not. One of the sad things we have to report is the Bishop Lures Knights are playing at the exact same time. So Bob and I had a tough time deciding which game to do tonight, but we have spies out there at Columbia City, and we did get an update from Meg Hallen. It's 28-15 Lures ahead at halftime. So if that continues to go on, Lures may win and move on to a Friday night ball game. We'll keep you abreast of all that.
That's good news for Bishop Lures fans, Kenny, and there'd be a possibility that could be a heck of a showdown with Bishop Lures in Columbia City at Columbia City Friday night.
Yep, and we're looking forward to that if that's where things go. But we still got a lot of basketball to play here. And, if you can hear this game, it's thanks to our communication sponsor, Dr. Todd and Mary Briscoe and the Briscoe Family Dentistry. Their generous financial support helps make this Redeemer Radio Sport broadcast possible. Need emergency dental care? Call Dr. Briscoe at 486-9950. That's 486-9950. With that, let's take another 2-minute break here at halftime. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Programming on Redeemer Radio is underwritten in part by Bob Busher Homes. Floor plan customization is what they specialize in. Find floor plans, building sites, and read Bob's story on the web at bobbusherhomes.com. Bob Busher Homes is locally owned with offices in Fort Wayne and Angola. For more information about new home building or remodeling, Bob Busher Homes can be reached at 260-490-3355.
A clean office space. Okay, that's an easy choice, and choosing the right company to clean your business is easy too. Sioka's Professional Cleaning is the choice of a lot of Fort Wayne companies because of the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Sioka's does it with built-in check systems to make sure your business is cleaned beyond your expectations every time. First impressions are critical, so make sure yours is always the best with professional cleaning from Sioka's. The best people, the best service. 483-2112 or online at siokas.com.
Spherion Staffing, locally owned by the Pentenberg family, excels in finding the best candidates for industrial, clerical, customer service, non-clinical healthcare, IT, and professional direct hire placements. Spherion clients are accustomed to getting the right employees at the right time, every time. Spherion Staffing supports the proud excellence of the Dwenger Saints and the Lures Knights, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether you are seeking your next career move or searching for great employees, call us at 260-496-9900 or visit us on the web at spherion.com/FTWayne.
Hi, sports fan. Sean McBride here, inviting you to try the Barbershop experience. St. Joe Center Barbershop, located at the corner of St. Joe Center and Maplecrest, prides itself on professionalism, cleanliness, and a family-friendly atmosphere. In their third generation of family ownership, they have a combined experience of over 125 years. Give them a call at 485-6981. It's my barbershop of choice. That's St. Joe Center Barbershop at 485-6981.
And we're back, basketball fans. The Saints got a hole they got to dig out of. They're down 31-29 to Cadets. Bob, let's say you're Tim Ranking. What is your halftime speech?
I think you keep playing very aggressive as you are, Kenny. They're changing defenses. That's given Dwenger a problem. They know that Dwenger's got good shooters, so they got to get out on the three-point shooters. Concordia's, I think, doing a real good job on the backboards. And when you got Reggie Tharp offensively can either drive to the basket, and he's quicker than anybody Dwenger has, or he can shoot the three. Bergdahl had 8 points in the first quarter. He gave Dwenger all kinds of trouble. Just keep playing aggressive, play good team basketball. They didn't have hardly any turnovers. Just got to play smart, but know where Dwenger shooters are all the time.
Okay, Coach Kostoff isn't the most smiling man on the floor right now. But he's back out with his team. What do you think he's wanting to do here the second half?
They got to start getting better shots. I know Matt doesn't mind the threes, but seems like sometimes, Kenny, they're settling for threes instead of driving to the basket. His biggest problem is he's got to somehow slow Tharp down, who's got 10, and Bergdahl. And also, Dwenger had so many fouls that first half. Concordia, again, 8 out of 8 from the foul line, a good foul-shooting team. Dwenger's got to do a lot better job getting good shots, and defensively, they got to play defense without fouling.
Our third quarter sponsor is the Hubcap Express, and they are the expert in run flat tires and plus size fitment. You need your wheels straightened? Hubcap Express, they fix bent wheels. And for all your tire needs, just give them a visit at Hubcap Express. They hang out at 606 West Coliseum Boulevard and on the web at hubcapexpress.com.
Dwenger's back to their starting lineup of Royal, Donovan, Martin, Burns, and O'Daniel. Burns is a key. He's a real hustler, and he was in foul trouble and didn't get to play too much that first half.
Saints have the basketball to start the second half. They get over Donovan to Royal. Royal out of the way in between the circles. Donovan's going to take up a long three, and he puts it up and in.
Campbell Donovan, he's got 2 baskets there, both threes. And again, the way they shoot with Royal and Donovan, they can shoot themselves back in this in about a minute.
Tharp, again, some of that lethargic looking stuff just is funny on a basketball court. He finally goes to the right side to Weichert. Weichert gets to the top, the key to Webb, who come out to the top. Sling it over the right wing, still outside the arc to Tharp. Tharp guarded by Royal. He's picked off the play. They do switch.
Burns is guarding Bergdahl, Kenny. That's a big mismatch, 6'8" and 6'1" or 2.
Tharp gets inside, nice interior pass to Webb, and Webb puts it up and in. So 33-25, the Saints pick up a point so far this half. And we got Royal with a basketball. He slings it off the top, key to Donovan. Donovan just made that three. I think we'll see if his confidence is growing. Gets to Martin. Martin drives, kicks it back out to Donovan.
Oh, nice
Donovan,
pass.
Nice lace to bounce pass inside
Beautiful
O'Daniel.
pass.
O'Daniel will not be denied. He looks right over Webb and puts it up and in.
Good pass and a good assist from Campbell Donovan. Besides being a good shooter, that was a good assist.
Tharp brings it over the timeline, throws it across the floor to Paradine. Paradine gets it inside the Webb, and Webb puts it up easy with the left hand.
They must be emphasizing Webb, Kenny. He's got 4 points in about a minute, and he only had 2 in the whole first half.
Royal with the basketball, fires it over to Donovan. Donovan finds Burns in the corner. Burns drives inside the lane, kicks it all the way across.
Campbell's feeling it.
Campbell put it up and in. They must have given him a can of three-point make it in the locker room.
He's got 3 baskets, and they're all threes.
35-30 your score, 6-16, as the scoring has picked up here early in the third quarter. Weichert with the basketball. Gets to Webb. Webb, nice bounce pass inside to Bergdahl. Bergdahl misses. Gets his own rebound. One bounce.
Nice block by O'Daniel.
Hits the back of the side of the backboard, and O'Daniel pulls it out of the sky. He finds Royal. Royal, crossover dribble. Tharp picked his pocket clean, and Martin banging Tharp all the way down the floor, trying to save that play.
It was a smart foul on Martin.
Yep. But boy, did he, Sam tried to do a crossover dribble, and Tharp saw it coming and picked his pocket. 35-30 your score, and that should give the Saints the Cadets the basketball underneath their own basket.
Reggie Tharp is as cool a cucumber as his father was when he played here at Concordia.
And bounce pass into Webb, tipped away, grabbed it by the Saints. Here comes Royal. Royal using O'Daniel for a blocker. Gets down the floor, puts it up. Blocking foul against Concordia. That'll go against Weichert, I believe.
Sam Royal was going to take that ball coast to coast that time.
Cameron Weichert, and good hands down on the other end of the floor. Got that turnover for the Saints. And got a chance to cut into that lead some more. 35-30 after being down 9. They're only down 5, and they can get it down to 3 here early at 5:47 in the third.
Dwenger is coming out with a ton of energy. You know, Coach Kostoff had a good halftime speech. You can imagine that.
And Royal, a little mad at himself, misses the first free throw. Hit the iron hard enough, you might have even heard it through our microphones because we could hear it through the headphones.
He has 11 points, but he's 0 out of 3 from the foul line. He's got to step back. He's a three-point shooter. Maybe needs to move back a little.
And that's legal. I don't know why some guys don't do it. Second free throw is good, so we're down to a two-possession game, 35-31, 5:45, third period here.
Dwenger's got to tighten up the defense at this end.
Weichert with the basketball. Dribbles over, hands it over to Tharp. Tharp.
Webb and O'Daniel are really going at it in the pivot.
Yep, they sure beating on each other. They got Bergdahl out on three-point. Burns has got Bergdahl just went around him. O'Daniel good to challenge him.
And I'll tell you, they're not going to call it, but Bergdahl sure used the chicken wing.
Yeah, he sure did. Bergdahl tried to make a little extra room because O'Daniel was on the way. They called that on O'Daniel. That's his third of the ball game, and that'll get him back to the bench, unfortunately, with 5:25 to go. Bergdahl steps up to the free throw line for a pair of free throws for the 6'8 senior.
He has 10 points, 2 out of 2 from the foul line. He's a very aggressive offensive and defensive player. He makes a lot of blocks on the defensive end, and he really wants the ball on the offensive end.
Little karma as he missed the first free throw. Berghoff in for O'Daniel. 5 1/4 on the clock.
Dwenger's got to keep Webb off the boards. He's 6'5". Burns is about 6'1".
Bergdahl's second free throw is on the way, and it's good. So it is now a 5-point spread. And the Saints have the basketball. A little bit of token full court pressure. Martin gets it over the timeline. Hands it off to Burns. Burns guarded by Tharp. He got past
Nice pass.
Got it dotted inside to Bergdahl. Bergdahl rolls one to Royal. Royal puts up a three. No good. Rebound Tharp. Tharp is going to try and get in front of the pack, but he's getting in between everybody. Kicks it out for a three. Right wing. Way no good. And rebound on the floor. Fought for
loose ball on Concordia. There was almost like a rugby scrum that time, wasn't it?
Had the possibility of piling people on a big pile, but they moved the whistle quickly. So the Saints will have the basketball. 5:01, 36-31 your score. Concordia up by 5. Royal slowly flips it over the timeline and gets it forward to Donovan. Donovan greeted by 3 Concordia Cadets. They weren't going to let him put that 3 up at all. Gets it back to Donovan. Donovan bounce pass to the baseline to Burns. Burns to Martin. He's wide open. Decides not to. Gives it up.
Oh,
Donovan,
nice pass again.
Got it inside. They're going to kick it back out to Royal. 3 on the way from the left corner. No good. Rebound goes long to Burns. Burns bangs 2 bodies. Puts it up and in.
That's what Dwenger needs. Austin Burns brings a lot of enthusiasm, desire, and heart. And when he's not in the lineup, they're not the same team.
36-33. Tharp with the basketball again. Walks it over the timeline. Gets to the left wing. Gets inside, tries to throw a pass over to Bergdahl. He missed it. Somebody from Concordia, I think Webb saved it. Tharp and Burns are on the floor. No, Tharp and Berghoff on the floor. And they're kind of getting politely chippy. Would that be an accurate description there, Bob?
Yes, it is. And Kenny, again, you got a lot of kids out there, especially the seniors. This could be their last game. They played basketball, some of them since 4th, 5th grade. They do not want their career to end tonight, and the seniors and everyone else out there are giving it everything they got.
36-33 to score, 4:14 on the clock. A little bit of checking with the official scoring table. And they got the ball to Concordia. It was their their chance at it with the alternate possession.
Dwenger's outscored them 11-5, cut into this lead. It was 31-22 at the half. Dwenger's right back in this ball game.
Tharp with the basketball, fading to the right side. You're going to try and get him one-on-one. He drives inside the lane, kicks it out to Bergdahl. Top of the key three. Bangs around, no good. Ball slapped against the backboard. Martin comes out with it. It's a 2-on-2. He runs into Tharp. Kicks it up to Donovan.
Royal.
Royal, top of the key three, no good. Rebound goes long. Donovan grabs that and fires it back off to Royal. Royal gets inside the lane.
Oh, nice pass
to the right.
And he's fouled.
And it was Bergdahl. Put it up with the right hand. Didn't get it quite high enough to the iron, but he's fouled on the play. So the Saints, with the clock stopped at 3:44, third period, get a chance to cut into the lead again. And again, they must be getting chippy because we got a referee talking to Ryan Berghoff.
Ryan Berghoff, a 6'4 senior. Kenny doesn't play a lot. He's already got 4 points, and he's taken O'Daniel's place, doing good on the boards, good defense, and he needs to hit some free throws here.
And he makes the first one, 36-34. And you can tell things are getting a little bit exciting because the fans behind us are now even getting louder. Connor Bartok, I knew I'd goof that up. Connor B for the Saints checks into the lineup.
Nick Webb's out. He has 6 points, and he's been a big difference for Concordia here in the third quarter with 4 points.
Second free throw, not pretty, but it goes through.
6 for Berghoff, and they're only down 1. A little hard to believe.
36-35 your score. Tharp over the timeline. Flings it to the right side to Morrison. Morrison trying to find something to give it up to Connor B. Coming around the top, didn't give it to him. Tharp on a curl move. Drives all the way up, puts it up with the right hand. Missed it completely, and they get it forward. Foul on the play.
Probably a good foul on Concordia because Donovan might have gone to the basket on that one.
Yeah, Donovan only had Morrison to beat. Morrison was really close to him, so they banged into each other, and the foul is called. That's going to be the 5th foul, I believe, on the Concordia Cadets this half.
Kenny, what was interesting, all the fouls in the first half went to Dwenger. Now it's 5-2 on Concordia on fouls.
3 on the way. Surprised us.
Wow.
Put in. Count it. Campbell Donovan.
Kenny Campbell Donovan's grandparents are listening in Florida, and they have to be happy with that. All of a sudden, Dwenger has a 2-point lead.
Morrison with the basketball, drives around the defense, tries an interior pass. It wasn't there. They sling it out for 3. Webb, count it.
You got to get on Paradigm. He's a heck of a shooter.
And a timeout on the floor called by Concordia. So we'll take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to WRDF 106.3 FM, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
Not a second to spare. At First Federal Bank, we know that's how you feel when running your business. You need banking solutions that make the most of your precious time. We offer tailored solutions to help you manage your cash flow and services designed to streamline your paperwork, all with your time in mind. Call me, Tracy Bodan, at 260-432-0022 to learn how you can feel like you have a personal bookkeeper working for you around the clock, or visit first-fed.com. First Federal Bank, better together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, basketball fans. 3 minutes even to go, third period action. 39-38. The Cadets are up by 1. The Saints are going to have the basketball. And the Saints have played a very nice third quarter of ball here. They were down by 9 at the half. They got it whittled down to 1, and they got the rock with a chance to take the lead.
Campbell Donovan has 12 points and 9 this quarter.
Martin charges over the 10-second line. Has a lazy bounce pass to Donovan. Donovan's banged into, and he is fouled by Barkowiak. And that is going to be his, I think, second or third of the ball game. Here, we'll get that official for you. No, that's his first of the ball game. To go along with 3 points, they will take the basketball out on the far side of the court.
Dwenger's got to take a little better care of that basketball, Kenny. Some of their passes are just real lazy, and Concordia's too quick for a lazy pass right now.
Martin triggers it in to Donovan, and he hands it back to Martin. Martin now over the timeline, and bounce pass to Royal. Royal, his opposite number, drives the baseline, kicks it out. Drive this time by Donovan, and that came because
I don't know what he had
for
dinner, but they better feed him again. He's having a whale of a game for Dwenger.
Had a couple of good cookies at halftime because he's doing real well third quarter.
Good rebound by Donovan. He's doing everything. He should get extra pay here tonight.
Tharp with a 3 that missed. Donovan did rebound. They get it to Royal. Royal, good rotation on the basketball.
Nice rebound by Berghoff.
Berghoff puts it up and in.
Kenny, he's playing a heck of a game. He has 8 points, and Dwenger sure needs him, and they got a 3-point lead. Now they got to play some defense.
42-39 with 1:53 to go on the third period. And the Saints still running a man-to-man defense. Basketball at the top of the key to Paradigm. Paradigm throws to the left side to Tharp. Tharp backs up, kind of eases away around the arch, throws it to the left side. Webb's got it. Or Paradigm's got it. Excuse me.
Got to watch Tharp and Bergdahl.
Tharp, spin move inside the lane, puts up a floater. No good. Gets his own rebound. Going to try it again. Dives inside.
Oh, I thought they stole it.
And I think Royal was going to get called for the foul, but I think he got a lot of basketball there. Not so sure that was one of those anticipation calls that you get every once in a while. Nicholas Webb going to check in the lineup for the Cadets, along with Amon Clark for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
And they're going to put Tharp at the foul line, where he is 4 out of 4. He had 9 points. He's their leading scorer. He was scoreless in the first quarter, 9 in the second. You don't want to foul him. He's 5 out of 5. He's almost automatic every time he shoots a foul shot.
And that one was as automatic as Bob describes. Martin going to have a seat along with Donovan, who's had a great third quarter. Well,
Nick Webb.
I think Donovan's just going to chat with the coaching staff over here.
Nick Webb, 6'6" senior, is back in, and he really helped Concordia.
Bob did it right. Tharp missed the rebound, the free throw. Royal zooms down the floor. Nice behind-the-back dribble. Kicks it over to Donovan. Donovan gets inside the lane.
Good move. Wow.
Put it up and in.
I'll tell you, Campbell's doing it all by himself. And Dwenger's having a good game right now.
His confidence level is sky high. Tharp for the basketball. He's inside the arc. Now he's slowly faced back outside the arc. They're going to try and get it down inside the Webb. Webb bangs bodies 3 times, makes room, puts it up and in.
No defense for Concordia. Webb is too strong, and Dwenger's not going to have a problem. He's got 6 points this quarter, and he's too strong for anyone on the Dwenger team right now.
We're inside, a minute to play. Amon Clark with the basketball. Fling it to the right side of Royal. Get it back to Clark. He's in between the circles. And I'm not so sure they're not going to hold it. I saw the one finger go up. Donovan says, give me the basketball. He throws up a 3 and count it. He's had a huge.
They better have a fire marshal out here, Kenny. He's on fire right now.
As Donald Trump says, he's huge right now for the Saints.
He's got 19 points. And again, his grandparents are listening in Florida, and they have to be tickled to death.
47-42, your score. The Saints up by 5. Tharp with the basketball. 22 seconds ago, he's making a couple of fake moves on Clark.
If anybody could stay on Tharp, it could be Clark here.
Yeah, he will be, and they're not doing a whole lot. They're going to hold it for the last shot, which is kind of odd when you're down 5, but that's what the coaching staff wants. So that's what Tharp's going to get them. They're down inside 8 seconds now.
You know Tharp's going to the bucket, guys. Oh, and he turned it over.
Royal took it away from him behind the back. He's got a chance. That's good if it goes.
Oh,
and short by about a half.
What a quarter by Dwenger. Kenny, 25 points.
47-42 your score. Let's take a 1-minute break to listen to exciting sectional play here at New Haven High School. WRDF 106.3 FM, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
Tri-State Warehousing is one of the most complete service-oriented companies in the warehousing field today. Located in Fort Wayne, Tri-State Warehousing is a 50,000 square foot dry and temperature-controlled storage facility, serving 2/3 of the continental U.S. with overnight rail service. The dedicated staff and specialty services of Tri-State Warehousing are known throughout the industry. For great things in store, call Tri-State Warehousing, 260-436-2010. That's 260-436-2010.
We're all searching for answers, searching for meaning in our life. But the world and the culture give us empty solutions and empty promises. We know there is more to life because we're searching for the real truth and a real meaning. You can stop searching because you found Jesus Christ at His Catholic Church. Redeemer Radio. Welcome home to your family of faith.
Our fourth quarter sponsor, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. Help support your Catholic parish or school and help yourself in the process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. Call Elevate at 844-230-6611 or visit them on the web at NotreDameElevate.com to learn more. And Kenny, that's what Dwenger's done. In a third quarter, they elevated their program to a 47-42 lead.
Good segue, Bob, and they have the basketball. Burns to Royal. To the left side to Donovan. They get it back down to the corner to Clark. Donovan steps up, mid-range jumper. It's too close.
But they got the. I thought they had the rebound that time.
Clark pulls the rebound down, hustles down the floor quickly. Left side to Morrison. Morrison throws up a 3. It's no good. A rebound, fought for, grabbed out of there by Sam Royal of the Saints. Looking for somebody to run with him. He finds Clark. Donovan, he's outside the arc that time. Count it.
How about 22 points for Donovan? Again, he's unconscious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 baskets, and 5 of them are threes.
50-42 your score. He made it. He took that 15-footer and missed it last time, so step back at the 19 feet mark.
Can you say the Golden State Warriors and Curry? That man tonight is Campbell Donovan.
Peter Morrison with the basketball. He gives it up to Webb. Webb drives inside the lane, puts it up. No good. That's Paradine, missed a rebound. The Saints need to pull it back and hold up
Clark,
a little bit.
the littlest guy on the floor, made that happen, Kenny. He tipped the ball out, and Dwenger is controlling the boards with a very small team on the lineup.
Dwenger's controlling the basketball game, and they have this whole half so far. 6:49 to go and an 8-point lead.
9 points in the first quarter and 41 cents.
Royal going to take the basketball out right here in front of us, right in front of the Dwenger bench. He fires it out to Clark, and Clark looking for bodies to start moving, and they will. Here we go, double high post.
They need to keep playing their game, take good shots. Don't just start jacking up threes again.
Clark gets inside the lane.
Wow.
Puts up a floater and in.
Clark's having a good game. He makes a lot of things happen.
And Tim Ranking has seen enough. He calls timeout.
And the Saints,
they're in trouble.
They are as excited as you've seen them all year, Kenny.
30-second timeout, so we're going to take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
There's a new dining experience in Fort Wayne, just waiting to be discovered by sports fans everywhere. Newly remodeled The Lodge, located in the Coyote Creek Golf Club, is open to the public, offering great daily lunch and dinner specials. Bring the family in to enjoy our spacious family room after the game. The Lodge is proud to support Bishop Dwenger and Bishop Luers football. Come celebrate the W's with their friendly staff. The Lodge is located at 4935 Hillegas Road. To save your table for after the game, call 260-203-3154.
52-42, Saints up by 10, 6:31 here in final quarter action. First game of the sectionals here on a Tuesday night. Hope you're snuggling warm because the weather outside is kind of ugly.
Concordia, we played almost 2 minutes. They've been outscored 5-0. They're down 10, and I don't know if they know what hit them. A barrage of threes by Campbell Donovan and the Saints.
Bergdahl with the basketball, gets it up to Webb at the top key, right wing back to Bergdahl. Bergdahl had Burns on him. It's definitely a mismatch, but Burns keeps him in front of him, so he has to give it up to Morrison. Morrison gets inside the lane, lost control of it. What happened? Burns stole the basketball. He gives it to Clark. Clark's got Tharp spinning backwards. They finally get settled up. Thought about getting it inside to O'Daniel. Decided to swing it around the shell to Donovan. Donovan.
Oh, what a pass!
Nice interior
what a pass! Dwenger's really outplaying him right now.
And Donovan to Clark to O'Daniel. Nice working things. And Clark just blasted Clark, and Clark is going to get called for the block. Tharp hit the accelerator and just plummeted him to the floor. And for his floor burn, he gets a foul called on him.
David O'Daniel, 6'8" senior. He has 6 points, a basket in each quarter, and he's really picked tonight to play a great game, and Dwenger really needs him tonight.
54-42, it's a 12-point spread with
Bergdahl just pushed off there.
Tharp, long three, no good. Webb with the rebound, he put it down there. Everybody's going to take a swipe at that thing. We got 4 guys on the floor, jump ball called, and I believe that's going to go the way of Cadets. But, again, one tall player on the floor in O'Daniel, and the Saints just Christ, the backboard, they're starting to look like Michigan State. They're sending everybody to the glass.
Concordia goes 6'8", 6'5", and Skinny said Dwenger is under 6'2", except one player, and they've really held their own on the boards, and that's another reason why they got a 12-point lead.
Quick update from Columbia City. Luers up 45-28 at the end of 3.
Congratulations, Knights. Hopefully they're playing Friday.
Concordia gets the basketball into Paradine. He's kind of in the corner. That's not where he's comfortable with. He kicks it over. 3 on the way. Count it that time. Bergdahl, haven't heard from him for a little while.
That's his third 3, and you better not forget about him. Him and Tharp will shoot Concordia right back in this.
The Saints bring the basketball over the timeline. Donovan calling for a play. Splits the defense. Drives. Dumps it off to Royal.
Sam Royal
gets a good grip on it. Throws it up. No good. Wrong rebound. This one comes down to Concordia's Bergdahl. Bergdahl gets it to Tharp. Tharp looks to push Clark out of the way. He does. Comes up short. Rebound O'Daniel. Hang on to it. Attaboy. Finds Clark. Clark
That's
hits
his
the
4th
gas,
rebound.
And he doesn't have numbers. I hope he slows down. Head stop and go move. Puts it up. He is fouled by, I think, that's going to go against Paradine of Concordia. And that will be their 8th foul of the ball game.
And that's a key, isn't it, Kenny?
And if that is who it is, that will be his 3rd foul of the ball game.
Armand Clark, 5'8" junior, and he's just quick as guard as you're going to see. He's got one basket, and these are his first 2 free throws.
And the first one goes long. 54-45 your score with 4:55 on the clock. We've got 4s and 5s all over that scoreboard.
You can tell he hasn't shot free throws in a while, but he needs this one. They're up 9, but with Concordia, the way they score, a 9-point lead can disintegrate very quickly. Armand Clark would love to hit this free throw.
The referee, who's rather short, tried to fix the net.
Oh, Daniel's doing it all tonight, isn't he?
Reached over there and tugged on it and made everything look good. Got a nice snicker from the crowd. Second free throw's up. Knuckleball, but it goes in.
10-point lead for Dwenger. Now they got to play smart.
55-45 your score. 4:54 and counting. Concordia with the basketball. Bergdahl has it, bounces it, kind of a short little bounce pass to Morrison. Morrison flips it out for a 3 by Paradigm. No good. Rebound. Clark.
Bergdahl just shoved Burns.
And,
wow. I'll tell you, that's getting real way out of hand.
That's
Bergdahl just shoved him down here, and that could have been a 2-shot foul down on the other end. Concordia's getting a little rough.
Paradigm hit him really hard on the way down. That should be an intentional.
And Bergdahl shoved Burns down here because he was frustrated.
And here comes Bergdahl. Bergdahl's going down to the far end of the bench down there. We'll see what that's all about. But in the meantime, we got 55-45 as the score. And the young man who just was at the free throw line for the Saints, Armand Clark.
A lot of time left, Kenny, but if Concordia looks like they're starting to be unnerved a little, and that's not a good sign for the Concordia Cadets.
Clark misses the first of 2 free throws.
If I'm Concordia at the end of the game, I would be fouling Clark. He doesn't look like he's the best free throw shooter, but he does have 3 points.
Bergdahl back into the rebounding lanes. So I don't know if he needed a quick drink or a little bit of a coaching calm down, but whatever. The second free throw is up, and it's good. That's a good thing he's getting 2, because if it was 1-on-1, he'd be missing the front end of him.
And Clark gave him a lot of quickness, a lot of desire, and a lot of hustle, and good defense here.
Martin in for Clark, and here we go.
Dwenger back to the lineup they played most of the second half of the season, and they do a good job with this starting lineup.
Clark with the basketball, dribbles inside, bounces it off of his foot, of all things.
And it's a foul on Bergdahl.
And Bergdahl reached in, and that you'll give that to the Saints' hustle, because the Saints were on the floor after the ball. Bergdahl just bent over and reached for it. That don't work real well.
Whatever Coach Kostoff said at halftime, he should can it, because I'll tell you, this is a completely different ball club. They came out with fire in their eyes, intensity, and they're really outplaying Concordia right now.
The winner of this ball game gets the host school, the New Haven Bulldogs, on Friday night at 6 o'clock.
I don't know if anybody wants to play New Haven. They're as good a team as in the tournament, but Dwenger is really playing well right now.
4:25 on the clock, 56-45. The Saints up by 11. And Coach Kostoff is trying to get somebody to go somewhere, and finally gets Donovan Campbell to get to the free throw line. A lot of coaching going on here. A lot of good job by the Saints coaching staff here in the second half. First free throw. It's one of those weird ones.
Austin Burns.
Plate dives and falls into the net.
I don't know why. I thought it was Conlon Martin, but it's Austin Burns at the foul line. I had Conlon Martin written down. Kenny, we don't care how it goes in. It doesn't have to be pretty.
Second one come up
That
short.
one wasn't either.
That sure wasn't. But he made 1 out of 2. Webb come down with a rebound. They cycle it around and give it over to Tharp. Tharp handles the basketball about 80% of the time for the Concordia Cadets. Bounce pass to Paradigm. Paradigm finds Tharp. Tharp drives the baseline. He's cut off by O'Daniel. Probably going to get a foul called on O'Daniel. Well, we've got the perfect angle, and that is indeed against the big number 54, the 6'8" senior. And it's O'Daniel's 4th foul of the ball game.
It looks like Concordia, as they've done most of the year, it's going to be on the shoulders of Reggie Tharp, a 6' senior, and Paxton Bergdahl, 6'8" senior. Reggie Tharp's going to have the ball in his hands an awful lot these last 4 minutes.
Inbound pass stolen by Royal. He's going to go up.
Oh, what a move. Sam Royal.
Used his body very well. Puts it up and in. 59-45.
14 for Royal, and Dwenger is hitting on all cylinders with under 4 minutes.
And a 14-point lead. Bergdahl with the basketball. Guarded by Burns. He's going to drive the lane. Put it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound. Fought for and got his own rebound.
No quitting Bergdahl. He's all over the boards.
And it's going to be another timeout for the Concordia Cadets. And we will do the same thing. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne.
Shawnee Construction and Engineering is proud to support tonight's game. We specialize in commercial and industrial construction and use unique life cycle principles to provide our clients the highest quality craftsmanship for the life of the project. Shawnee Construction and Engineering are partners with you for lifetime savings. We can be found at ShawneeConstruction.com or at 260-489-1234. That's 260-489-1234.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We're at Armstrong Arena here at New Haven High School, the east side of the county, and the Saints are playing a terrific second half of basketball. They're up 59-47 with 3:47 to go.
What's interesting, Kenny, the top two for Bishop Dwenger, Sam Royal and Donovan, Campbell Donovan, have 36 points between them. And for Concordia, there's only 26 points between Tharp and Bergdahl. They're excellent scorers, but Campbell Donovan and Sam Royal have 36 points, and Dwenger is up 12 with under 4 minutes. And who would have thunk this? The last couple of years, Dwenger's really picked it up in the tournament time, and again, they're looking very good right now.
Saints have the basketball. They're going to be greeted by a full-court press, and there's still a couple of referees are still discussing. Actually, they're going to go talk to the athletic director about a little something, and I don't know what they're looking at the floor like there might be something loose or wet or something down on the far end of the floor, so they're going to break the teams up a little bit, and we're going to take an official timeout here. And
the first quarter, Kenny, Concordia outscored them 11-9. Concordia outscored Dwenger 20-13 in the third quarter. Dwenger outscored them 25-9. The last two quarters, Dwenger's outscored Concordia 38-29. Dwenger has that 12-point lead with excellent foul shooting. Finally, they weren't hitting them early, and the threes. There is a ton of threes. Dwenger is sometimes I worry about that they take a little too many threes. But I'll tell you, when you're as red hot as they are, and again, you have a very good ball club. I heard someone in the stands say something about blood, so I don't know
if
if
a little bit down there. And that's one of the few reasons you're going to stop play like this, and they're getting the blood cleanup kit out and stuff, and I don't know exactly who was even leaking. Usually you can tell, and I'm going to say it might be, they're looking at all the players, actually. They're taking a good look at Burns' back, and as rough as things have got, I'm surprised we haven't had a bloody nose or a deep cut or a scratch here, and everybody's looking at everybody going, somebody has got to be leaking, and they finally send Burns and somebody else to the back, and they're going to change Burns' uniform number, I'll bet, because he's got blood on his uniform.
Bishop Dwenger has 22 baskets tonight, Kenny. 9 of them are threes. So out of the 22 baskets, they have 9 threes, and that's 27 points right there. They're red hot on the threes, and we hope those continue for the next 4 minutes.
Saints have the basketball there.
Oh, good defense by Concordia, and then they throw it away.
They threw it right back to Clark. Clark's got one man to beat. Bounce pass forward to Royal. Royal stops.
Oh, and there's a foul on Bergdahl. He doesn't like that call.
Flipped an extra elbow, and
he seems to have a little attitude here at the end.
Before this is over with, somebody's going to get called for an intentional foul.
He's getting a little upset. He's a senior, and he's working very hard, but he sure didn't like that call. Sam Royal with 14 points. The only bugaboo in Sam's game is he's 1 out of 4 from the foul line.
Well, they can clean that up right here. 59-47, 3:39 on the clock, and Sam flies the first one, and it comes up short. Step back a little bit. Got a quick update from Columbia City, 56-40 with 4 minutes left. The Knights on top by 16.
And there's a good possibility it could be Lures and the home team, Columbia City, Friday night, and that'd be a heck of a ball game.
Second free throw.
Oh, he missed them both. That's 2 big misses.
Rimmed out, rebound Bergdahl. Bergdahl gets it forward to Tharp. Tharp, crossover dribble, gets cut off by the defense, so he steps back and puts it up and in. So Reginald Tharp with his 10th point of the ball game, or 12th point of the ball game.
He has 12 points, and again, Concordia fouling, Kenny. Yes, Dwenger's been missing some foul shots, but if you're Dwenger, you still want to have that 2-shot foul, and they're going to have that for a little over 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, that is the 10th team foul on Concordia. And I think they've decided they can't beat him on the floor, so perhaps they're going to try and foul and beat him at the free throw line. First one is up and good. That's Donovan shooting the free throws. Campbell Donovan's been hot all night. That's not one I would want to
That's his first foul shot. He's got 23 points, and as you said, He's been red hot, and if anybody's at the foul line, I think you want Campbell. He's got 23 points, and they didn't put it up there.
60-49 your score. And they're still talking about it here. A lot of conversation here at the scorers tables tonight, more than usual. Second free throw's up and good. So 61-49.
They got him for 24 points, and they're up 12.
3:23 on the clock. Tharp stops, pops, misses to the right.
Nice tip. And
no good.
Uh-oh, we got a break. Oh, nice steal by Bergdahl, and he lost it. Wow.
Now he's going to turn, shoot a 14-footer. It's no good. Rebound again.
That's going to be a
Concordia.
foul maybe on Clark.
Definitely going to go against the Saints. There was 2 or 3 guys inside. You're indeed correct. Over the back on Amon Clark. And his 4th foul of the ball game. So
the one thing a little concerned, the tallest player right now, 6'4" for Dwenger, and everyone else is 6'1" or under. And they got to really start rebounding just a little better.
Bergdahl to Tharp. Tharp spins.
What a move.
Made a nice move. Open up the lane all by himself. That's a creation shot there. And that is his 14th.
He's probably done that ever since he's been able to dribble a basketball. Great move by Tharp.
They get inside to Royal. Royal to Clark. Clark hit fake. Tharp fouls him.
If you foul anybody, that's probably a smart foul on Armand Clark. He's 2 out of 4 from the foul line, but they haven't looked too pretty, have they, Kenny?
No, they have not. 61-51 your score, and Concordia is going to the Jim Valvano School of slowing the game down and fouling an awful lot. 2:49 on the clock here. That was Tharp's 2nd foul of the ball game.
Coach Kostoff might consider, he keeps making them. If he keeps making them, you keep him in there. If he misses them, then you bring someone else in.
And he has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls, Clark does.
And he's been very aggressive since he's been in there.
Definitely a spark plug for the Saints. Makes both free throws, and they call
a good timeout by Matt Kostoff and the Saints.
So we're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City. Fort Wayne, welcome home to your family of faith.
He has counted to infinity twice. He once set a land speed record on a surfboard. Bruce Springsteen calls him the boss. He is the most fascinating man alive.
I don't always buy diamonds, but when I do, I prefer Peter Franklin jewelers. Stay sparkly, my friends.
And we're back at New Haven High School. 2:49 on the clock. The Saints, after being down 9 at halftime, are up 12, 63-51 here with 2:49 left in regulation.
16 points for Bishop Dwenger this quarter and only 9 for Concordia. Dwenger's outscored him by 7, 47-42. Dwenger at the end of the third quarter, which is hard to believe. They had 9 points in the first quarter, Kenny, and now they have 63.
We'll see if Concordia continues the foul them, put them at the free throw line, make them win at the 15-foot stripe.
And they still have Clark in. Garden Tharp, I can see. They're going to switch off and try to put Martin on Tharp. Lucky Conlon Martin, because Reggie Tharp is a handful to try to guard.
He gives it over to Bergdahl. Bergdahl kicks it over to Morrison. Morrison, they find Paradine. Paradine not afraid to throw up 3. He puts it up.
Good rebound by Dwenger, and there's a foul. There's a foul. Oh, my Lord, they called a jump.
Donovan
they called a jump.
They did call the jump ball, and it goes to the Bishop Dwenger Saints way. So 2:31 on the clock, and they're letting them play a little bit.
Here's where Dwenger does have trouble. Quickness and the press is going to maybe bother him a little.
They get it into Berghoff. Berghoff traps in the corner. He goes over the top to Clark. Clark buzzes through 4
Boy, is he quick,
maroon players and brings the basketball back. Tharp tips it into the backcourt. Clark out hustles him to go to get it. And they find Bergdahl. Bergdahl, they got numbers? No, they're going to throw it over to Royal in the corner.
Ryan Berghoff did a nice job on that.
And the Saints, the Cadets are chasing the
basketball.
Smart.
He's a senior. He knows how to play.
Donovan gets inside his defender.
Good, smart play by Campbell Donovan. Put him at the foul line.
And that was Jackson Barger, who was in the lineup to do some fouling for the Concordia Cadets. They burned off quite a bit of clock. Now we're at 2:05, 63-51. The Saints up by 12. And the leading scorer of the ball game with 24 to his credit and hoping to add a couple more, Campbell Donovan.
Kenny, he's got 8 baskets and 6 of them are threes. And I don't know if this is his highest point total of the year, but he's got him at the most important time. He couldn't have picked a better game to have the biggest game of his career.
Made both of them, stretches the lead to 65-51. We've got 2:04 on the clock, and here comes Tharp. Again, in no real big hurry.
And they're down 14.
They're looking like pretty content that just run their sets and just continue to play. Now he
that's a silly foul on Dwenger.
And Berghoff
silly foul.
Reached in, tried to slow him down. Tharp made the free throw. We're going to see if they count it. Yep, they're going to count the shot, so that reduces the lead to 12, 65-53. And a chance to complete the old-fashioned three-point play is Reginald Tharp.
He has 16 points, 5 out of 6 from the foul line.
And he makes the free throw. 65.
Dwenger's got to handle the press here.
And they had it.
And they're going to have to hurry here.
Martin had it.
Oh, nice play.
They finally got to Campbell in the middle. He's just going to drive right to the iron, puts it up and in.
Can you say 28 points for Campbell Donovan?
He can hit 30. He's still got $1:37 to go, and it's looking more and more like the Saints are going to move on to Friday night. Tharp gets inside the lane. They're just going to let him go. Put it up and in. Coach Kostoff
could be a little too late here. Dwenger's got to get it in, though. And there's the guy. Wow, they're not even.
Yeah, they
didn't even call it, did they?
Yeah, Paradigm. Royal got around Paradigm, and then Paradigm grabbed his shorts and slowed him down a little bit. And that's at 1:23 on the clock. And that is Paradigm's 5th foul of the ball game. So Michael Paradigm probably has played his last minutes as a Concordia cadet.
Mitchell Paradigm, a senior, has 10 points and just a very good ball player. He's been at Concordia a long time, and tough way to go up, but he's a very good ball player. 4 seniors in the starting lineup for Concordia. Campbell Donovan again, 28 points. Kenny, we mentioned real quick that his grandparents are listening in Florida. Big fans of Bishop Dwenger program forever. Campbell's dad played here. Rick Donovan's a big name at Dwenger, and his grandparents have to be happy listening to their grandson score 28 tonight.
Royal missed the front end of a 2-shot foul. He's got 14 for the game. And takes his time, fires this one up. Looks like it's got enough mustard on it, and it does. Went in nicely, 68-56 your score, and that's 15 for Sam Royal tonight.
And he's had a good ball game.
Morrison with the basketball gets it to Tharp. Tharp takes a pick, throws up a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Royal.
There's a foul on Tharp.
Tharp uses athleticism, and I think Royal got a elbow full of face, or a face full of elbow, whichever way you want to call it. And he'll go back to the free throw line. 68-56. We got 73 ticks of the clock to go before the Saints move on to a Friday night ball game.
Reggie Tharp has 19. Paxton Bergdahl has 16. But everyone else out that's in the starting lineup right now has not scored. That's part of the problem for the Concordia Cadets, and Sam Royal picking it up at the foul line. 43 points between Royal and Campbell.
Royal
Donovan
looks pretty relieved that he made the front end of that 2-shot foul. Second one looks good, too.
As a senior, he has really led the Saints, and just a good all-around player for Dwenger.
70-56 is a 14-point spread, and we're just about a minute to go here. And the Cadets, they still got a little bit
of fire. And their fans are very quiet. I think they're very surprised at this score right now.
Yep. Weichert with a basketball, hands it over to Tharp. Tharp throws up a 3. Wide left, easy rebound for Concordia. They put it up, did not score. Rebound Saints, and the Saints, with 50 seconds to go, are going to break the press again. Donovan's going to put his head down and bounce past Royal.
Oh,
Royal
good
calls
call.
Timeout.
Coach Kostoff saying you got guys wide open.
Yeah, and they got a lot of timeouts to go left. They still got one, and it's within a minute. We're at 45.1 to go. So.
Kenny, the way they played, we're sure not going to criticize them. You have 9 points in the first quarter and 61 cents. Dwenger has really played a great ball game.
Certainly have, led by Campbell Donovan with 28, Sam Royal with 17, and Ryan Berghoff, with 8. And I believe Alon Clark has contributed 6 points. So
and David O'Daniel, even though he's did he foul out or just in foul trouble? But he had 6 points. Austin Burns, again, he hustles all over the floor. He has 3. But Clark off the bench and Berghoff off the bench. Berghoff has really given him a big lift, and he's a senior. And the seniors don't want their season to end, and it looks like Dwenger lives for another day. And with Coach Kostoff, that's been the way they've played the last couple of years.
They get it inside, easy bucket, and that's pretty much.
I think Concordia said it's enough's enough. I think they sort of gave up here.
Berghoff with his 10th point. Morrison with a 3, long 3 No good. Rebound on the floor. Saints come up with that. We got 30 seconds to go. They're still trapping on the baseline, but I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference.
Dwenger, Coach Kostoff said, let's hold it, guys.
Yep.
Start celebrating a little. Oh, another foul.
Got it over to Donovan, and Donovan was fouled pretty quickly by Concordia's Peter Morrison. And that's probably an aggravation foul. 19.3 to go. And one of the best turnarounds at halftime we've seen all season long. Performed here by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Performed by? Really working on my English.
Well, and Kenny, they had 22 points at halftime, and they've scored 53 points since halftime. And again, Campbell Donovan, they're going to have to take it easy on his arm. He's going to need a rub down or something. I hope his parents take him out for dinner because this young man sure deserves it, as the entire team for the Saints. What a ball game. I never saw this one coming.
And the benches are being cleared on both sides of the floor. And Campbell Donovan's got a chance to make one more free throw and get him to the 30-point mark. He's got 29.
Mark Corson, number 44, 6'5" seniors out there. And Zach McKenna, juniors out there. And Campbell had one heck of a ball game.
And the crowd's going to give him a standing O.
And he's only a junior, so the SAC coaches better watch out for Campbell next year.
And 0 fouls on him all night long. 16 seconds to go. Concordia brings the ball over the timeline, and they fire a pass inside.
Jack Pettenberg stole that one. He's a junior.
And he'll just kind of slowly walk over the timeline in this one. In the words of Marty Brenneman, this one belongs to the Saints.
And I think Concordia's in a little shock here because no one saw this one coming.
74-56, your final score. And let's take a 30-second break. We will come back with our post-game show. We'll see if we can't sneak an interview in, but it's a busy, busy place right here with another game right behind us. So you're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Hey, folks, welcome home.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork, or new snow that quickly melts off your roof means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
Redeemer Radio has one travel sponsor, and that is H&L Electric. They specialize in commercial electric needs for the business community. H&L Electric can handle the smallest to the largest of projects for your business. Call Pete Henry at 357-0123. That's 357-0123. And our post-game sponsor, and I'm proud to announce that we got an update from Bishop Lewis High School, a Catholic educational community that instills in each student dignity, integrity, respect, and responsibility. Catch the Lewis Spirit at www.bishoplewis.org. It's a good night for our schools that we follow. The Bishop Lewis Knights win 72-54 out of Columbia City. They will move on to a Friday night 6 o'clock game also. So, what a half to call, Bob. That was really, really a great performance by the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Kenny, as much basketball and sports as you've seen, and everyone says every time you go to a game you see something different. Dwenger had 22 points in the first half. Okay, 9 in the first quarter. 13 in the second quarter. So here's one team that has 22 points in the first half. 52 points in the third and fourth quarter.
That adds up to 104. That's a bunch for a high school basketball game. I've seen a lot of college games that guys don't get 52.
Concordia had 31 in the first half, 20 in the second quarter, 9 in the third quarter. They only scored 23 points since halftime, and they scored 20 alone in the second quarter. Coach Reinking's got to be very disappointed. They had a good ball club, but Tharp and Bergdahl between them had 35 points, and the rest of the team only had 21. 47 points for Campbell Donovan and Sam Royal, and 27 for the rest of them. So somebody like O'Daniel came off, or had 6. Berghoff off the bench. Between Berghoff and Clark, that's 16 points. That's a little unexpected. But when you make a big an upset, I think, as this is in the sectionals, you have to have everybody, all hands on deck, and that's what Dwenger had. And whatever Coach Kostow said at halftime, he probably won't ever tell us, but he sure got this team turned around.
Yeah, put that on your memory stick. You might want to break that one out again. So, and I think it was more the team decided to start playing. So they just out-hustled them. There's more desire, more hustle. Rebounding, we talk about it all the time, is an attitude. And they actually, I'm sure they out-rebounded them by double digits that second half.
And again, most of the time when O'Daniel wasn't in there and Armand Clark, they had 4 guys 6'1" and under. And Clark had a bunch of rebounds, and he had 6 points and a couple of rebounds, and he's 5'8".
Well, we're going to take another 30-second break, and we'll be back to you with the rest of our post-game show. And hopefully we'll be able to cop an interview, although they're all buried in the locker room and probably a pretty happy bunch right now. You're listening to 106.3 FM WRDF, Columbia City, Fort Wayne. Hey, welcome home.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. You'll not only enjoy excellent personal service and save money with your new loan or credit card, you'll also be giving money back to the participating parish or school you care about. Let Notre Dame Federal Credit Union elevate all participating parishes or schools. Elevate can be reached at 844-230-6611 or visit us online at ndelevate.com. Independent from the university.
And we're back at New Haven High School where the Bishop Dwenger Saints win their first round. They actually only won a half, but they won it big, 74-56. It's a very good game. Bob and I lament sometimes when we have to choose a ball game, and this is a great one to broadcast here because the Saints win a game that most pundits didn't think they were going to win. They have not only won,
and they lost by a good 15, 16 points, but that was early in the season to Concordia.
Now, they will play again on Friday night at 6 o'clock right here. They get the host school, New Haven Bulldogs, who've had a pretty nice season in and of themselves.
Going to take a good team to beat New Haven this year.
And the Bishop Lures Knights also won out of Columbia City. They beat the Norwell Knights, and they move on to a 6 o'clock ball game against the host school, Columbia City, out of Columbia City, and that's where Bob and I will be traveling to. And we're going to bring you the Bishop Lures Knights and the Columbia City Eagles Friday night at 6 o'clock.
Kenny, as I'm looking at the scoreboard, Concordia had 56 as a team, and Campbell Donovan and Sam Royal scored 47. So Concordia outscored 2 players from Dwenger by 9. That's not a good sign, and that's not a good way to win your first sectional game.
Well, I am still staring, and I got a feeling we're not going to get anybody, Bob. So
no, they're probably still beating up Campbell Donovan and Sam Royal because those kids played their tails off, as did the rest of the team.
Well, we're going to call it a night here, and we'll be back on the air right in.
And we can't wait. It's going to be a heck of a ball game. Columbia City is one of the best teams in the area. Just the other night, they beat Concordia bad, around 15, 16 points. Columbia City's playing on their home floor, but again, this is the sectional tournament. Bishop Lures has got a good ball club this year. So does Columbia City. So Friday night should be a heck of a ball game. Columbia City, Bishop Lures, and the winner moves into the championship. And Columbia City, and as Kenny said, Dwenger plays New Haven here Friday night, and Dwenger will have their hands full with New Haven. But if they play like they did tonight, anything's possible.
Absolutely. So we're going to call it a night. We know the weather's a little bit ugly outside. We're supposed to get about 3 inches of snow and then some crusty frozen ice on top of that. So if you got to get out tonight, be careful. And if you got to get out in the morning, be even more careful. I got to do the same thing about 6:30 in the morning. So the joy of that is if it's ugly, I don't really have to go anywhere. So we'll just see how things work out. Bob, this has been a great game, and I can't wait till Friday night. I think we're going to see another.
If our game Friday night is anything like this, Kenny, this is going to be perfect for us.
And we're going to, a little bit of wishful thinking, if either or the Saints or the Knights win their sectional, they move on to Marion High School. And I don't think Bob or I either one of us had the luxury of broadcasting for one of the biggest gyms in the
And we got our fingers crossed that both teams could move on. We might be asking for a lot, but I'll tell you, no one, I don't think, not too many people thought Dwenger would win tonight, and so anything's possible, and we'd love to see both teams move on, and Lures plays Friday night, and so does Dwenger, and we're hopefully both of them will be in the championship.
And then we have to make another decision, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
A good decision, though.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a good one whichever way we go. We're always blessed that way, so. Thanks, everybody, for listening tonight. Again, be careful if you're on the road. Stay warm, stay dry. Don't get in any hurry to get anywhere and to get there safely. We're going to go to our closing tour. Bob and I thank you a ton for listening. We'll be back to you on Friday night.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. We give you thanks, O Lord, for the opportunity to have been together today. As we depart now, we ask you to send your angels to watch over us.